So that's what I wanted to ask you too, because a game the other night between the Laces and Vinyl canceled due to prioritizing player health and safety. After I got out of the comments, because good Lord, Nafisa, I don't know if you've ever gone to the comments after a simple explanation of the game has been postponed or canceled. People were fighting about, they don't owe us an explanation. It was an amazing thing to go witness. But, you only have 6 players on a roster. Is there a way to tweak that so that something like this doesn't occur again?
Yeah, I think we might go to some more players. It's crazy because we originally had 5 players per team. And then we exceeded our financial expectations. We were able to have that 6th player. But again, we are making this up as we go, and we can see now in practice that maybe we need a couple more roster spots. So that might be something we look to change in the future.
Picture this. You're sitting on the edge of your seat, eagerly anticipating the intense, fast-paced action of a 3-on-3 basketball game in Miami.
Penetration, getting in the post, pounding in the paint, offensive rebounds. They do.
Shooting very efficiently, 11 of 17, has hit some threes as Reese could not bank it in. Reese gets the hands in, a little revenge on Martin. Shovel it, hole, 3, bottom. 6 threes now for Kate Martin in Miami. Average just 2.6 points per game. Sung sign. Can't hit. Reese up the other end. Carves out space. Copper.
He's continued to say is they understand the importance of a big lead going into the fourth.
Martin tears reason.
You glance at your phone, only to find out the game has been called off due to health and safety concerns. A tactful way of addressing injuries.
What makes this, Kendra, so unprecedented for players?
Well, Malika, the thing is, this league has been described to me as one that is founded by players and built for players. Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart, they created this, and they wanted to fill the voids that they saw in women's basketball. It's so common for WNBA players to go play overseas during their off season to continue playing competitive ball and just make a livable wage. Those were the top 2 priorities here. They wanted to give them a domestic opportunity to play in the winter and pay what they feel they deserve.
You might be tempted to think this sounds more like a high school league or a casual IMCA scrimmage, but in reality, this was the Premier League, one hailed as the future of women's basketball. Ratings are declining and injuries are mounting.
Been around 25 plus years, so I know there's been so many amazing black women that have been in this league, and continuing to uplift them I think is very important, and that's something I'm very aware of. And like I said, I try to just be real and authentic and share my...
Amid the chaos stands Caitlin Clark, the one player who had the potential to change it all, but chose not to join. And here's the twist. It was the smartest decision she could have made.
There's quite a few differences, right, with Unrivaled compared to the W. Of course, you see the courts, they look a little bit different. It is a 3-on-3 league. How do you think players have adapted to this style of play?
I think it's really fun. I mean, taking those 2 extra people off of each team, the whole premise is we have the best players in the world here. We want to showcase their talent. And so to give us more room on the court, room to experiment and play and showcase our skills, I think it's been really fun. The game is so fast-paced as well. I think what makes it so entertaining for fans, too. And then that fourth quarter, of course, is just like you in on a game winner every single game. So what more can you...
You said best players in the world. I mean, we're talking W champs, we're talking former MVPs, Olympic gold medalists. How do you think this unique blend of...
Today, we're diving into the controversy, the fallout, and why Caitlin Clark's decision to pass on Unrivaled wasn't just bold, it was visionary. Stick around for the evidence that Caitlin was right all along. And before we dive in, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights on the hottest stories in women's basketball. Let's get started.
Obviously, you were fiery, there's a lot going on. Can you describe what's going on in your brain at that moment? And
too much.
But also, I think people love that about you, as long as you don't either break your hand or get another technical. Can you kind of describe what you're thinking and going through there? Thanks.
Well,
I got a technical for basically being mad at myself because I missed the three and then I went and hit the backboard. And he told me it was disrespectful to the game of basketball. So, I don't know, it reminded me of the technical that I got in college where I said, damn it, where it's like a personal frustration. Had nothing to do with my team, had nothing to do with their reffing, had nothing to do with other...
To understand Caitlin's decision, we first need to grasp just how influential she is. In her rookie WNBA season, she didn't just break records, she obliterated them. Averaging 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game. She set the single-season scoring record for a guard and the all-time assists record across all positions. She was named Rookie of the Year and finished 4th in MVP voting.
To take a breather by Caitlin Clark in the Indiana
Games has really taken upon her shoulders to be more aggressive offensively to trade, and she has stepped up her game in that opportunity. Caitlin Clark for three, rattled.
Recently being the first WNBA player that has recorded consecutive 20-plus.
I love her. I love the way Caitlin Clark is playing.
Left to play here in the first quarter. Looking for Reese. Pagbenle tips it away and off and running. Caitlin Clark wins the pass. Thread the needle. Working it around here for the Fever. Good ball movement on this possession. Logo shot. Low 18-2. Extended run from the end of the first quarter. Clark again. Pagbenle with a huge block. An absolute.
Her electrifying play transformed the Indiana Fever into the WNBA's most-watched team, drawing an average of over 1,700 fans per game. Televised Fever games topped the season's ratings, with Caitlin's matchups even attracting more viewers than some NBA games. A rookie in the WNBA, outshining NBA stars. Now that's power. Critics may downplay her influence, but the numbers speak for themselves. Her presence alone doubled viewership last season. Without Caitlin, Unrivaled would have been missing the one player capable of cutting through the noise of competing sports.
Unrivaled League, 6 teams, Miami, January 17th. Go for it. Good luck to all the players. Good luck to the league. And I can't wait. I love basketball.
She's done. Honestly, this woman, she just alienated a huge portion of her fan base. You should see, I tweeted about this, and my Twitter feed is littered with people saying, I'm done with her. I'm over her.
But here's the reality of the situation. She instigated this kind of stuff. Let's call it what it is. She was waving. She was doing the Cena. How about what she did to Raven Johnson? She didn't just go into the lane and not guard her against South Carolina in the national semifinal. She waved her off. She didn't mind being disrespectful. So why is it that we're hesitant to bring that up? See, here's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to dilute your point by any stretch in there, because I get where you're coming from. And as a lady, you should take that position along with Molly about how we all need to grow up and accept the fact that these women are highly competitive, they're highly gifted and skilled, and we should give them the love and respect and deference they deserve. But I'm going